Okay, so we're doing Math Notes 4, which is going to be for homework 4. Okay, 1.4, solving absolute value equations. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of review of absolute values. This was something I deleted yesterday on the homework. Okay, so review of absolute values is what if you have the absolute value of -3? What if you have the absolute value of 5? What if you have the absolute value of -7? Okay, so let's talk about these. Anyone remember what the absolute value of -3 is? Okay, agree. It's 3. What about the absolute value of 5? Yeah, that one's confusing, right? Because you don't know whether you should put the opposite. Yeah, it's actually +5. Okay, and then what about the absolute value of -7? Okay, and what's the absolute value of 1? Okay, it's going to be +1. Absolute value of 0. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to be solving absolute value equations. Okay, so this is what's new. You're going to have an absolute value. Okay, so equals, let's say 10. So this is example 1. And it is required that you draw these 2 lines. These are going to be break lines. We'll call them split lines. Okay, so we're going to use the word split. Okay, I have captions on and it's really distracting. Turn off captions. No, that's not it. It's just, it posts all your chats in the middle of the screen and then also on the side. Okay. Like it's still scrolling. Okay, so what you're going to write over here, you're going to split it. You're going to write 2x equals is. Okay, 2x equals is. I agree one of them could be 10. So if a 10 was put in here, you would get 10. What other number could you put in there and you'd also get 10? I agree. Now you're going to be required to draw those split lines, and then that would be the answer. Okay. Alex, stop writing irrelevant math. Alex, stop writing irrelevant math.
I already stopped.
Stop doing it. And don't put your speaker on. Okay, so I'm going to show you a more advanced one. Okay, so this is going to be 2x plus 6 equals 10. Yes, you want to draw the split lines for homework. Okay, so to get full credit, you'll have to draw these split lines. You won't have to write the word split. We're going to need these later on as we go through the year, and we're trying to remember how do you solve absolute value equations. And if the only thing you can remember is split, you're going to remember how to do the questions. Okay, we have to practice enough to get good at them, but you'll remember that. So what you're going to do is you're going to write 2x plus 6 twice. Okay, one of them you're going to put 10. You're going to put the word or. And then what's the other thing that could be inside that would give you a 10 on the outside? Oh, somebody put it higher. Oh, maybe that was for the last question though. Okay, so -10. Okay, so let's kind of write a formula over here. Okay, so on the side, let's write a formula. Absolute value of inside equals a number. We're going to do a split. Inside equals the number, or inside equals negative number. So this is our whole plan for the questions that we're going to do. And then sometimes they get more complicated, so I'll go over those as we get to them. Okay, we have to finish the problem though. So how do you finish this example 2? How do I solve for x on this one? So it's kind of like you have 2 separate answers. Can you guys see my tablet? Because I can't see my tablet. Okay. Because usually I can see my tablet in the screen and I can't, and it's really annoying actually. Yeah. Okay. So how do you get the x by itself? So you guys, how do you get the x by itself in this first equation? You minus 6. And you get 2x equals 4. And then what? Divide by 2. And then you get x equals 2. So x equals 2 is one answer. Cool. And then how do you get the next one? Minus 6. So 2x equals, what's down 10 and down 6? Okay, down 16. Then divide by 2. X equals -8. And there's a word in math you're supposed to put or. Nice. Alex, great job. Just negative, because it's -16. Cool. So the split lines are required, and then you show all your steps. Cool. Okay, so let's do another one. Absolute value of a minus 4 equals 12. Okay, so to solve in absolute values, you can think of these bars right here, those bars turning in to the split bars. Okay, and maybe that'll help you remember that absolute value equations have 2 sets of answers. So you write what's inside, and don't change what's inside. So you don't make one a minus 4 and one a plus 4. You keep the inside the same. Inside the same. Okay, on one side I'm going to put 12. And what am I going to put on the other side? And then you're going to solve for the letter. So how do you get rid of a minus 4? Add 4. A equals 16. And then how about the other one? Add 4. Okay, down 12, up 4. Down 12, up 4. Go down the stairs 12. And then go up 4, but you're not back kind of to where you started. So I do agree that you would subtract. And then I usually call it bigger number tells the sign. Bigger number tells the sign in adding and subtracting. So this would be a minus. And then put the word or. Officially, there's supposed to be the word or in between. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, let's do another example that looks like this. I'm trying to do examples that look like the homework questions. X over -3 equals 10. Now, even though the inside is more weird, when you do your split, you do keep the inside identical. Okay, so when you're doing your split lines, don't change your inside. Okay, let's write a note over here. Don't change inside. Okay, and you're writing these notes for yourself too, because you're going to need this in Algebra 2 and in college. And you're going to have these Algebra 1 notes with you. And then you're going to have know how to solve them. Okay, what two things do I make them equal? 10 and then -10. Yep. And then how do I get x alone? Okay, I like your answers. So everybody look at everybody else's answers. And then I'm going to wait till we kind of have like a consensus. I'm going to turn on my picture for just a second while I eat the breakfast my mom gave me. We're looking for a consensus. Some of you say multiply by 3 and some say multiply by -3. So what do you think? Oh, are you hungry too, Mimi? Are you going to try to eat my food? Okay, hey, we just have 5 answers in a row that are -3. Flip back your notes to Mn1. Look at Mn1 and see what we do when we were multiplying. Did we multiply by the exact thing or did we multiply by the opposite? So flip back on your notes and see if you see it. Okay. Okay, I think you guys agree now. Okay, hold on. Let me just take one more bite. It's the exact thing. Okay. Yesterday, my little Mimi was drinking my coffee. It was probably really bad for her. I was like, oh, I didn't know she had a water bowl in my room, and I realized it was my coffee. Okay. So it is the same thing. You multiply by the same thing. So x equals -30. And this is x equals +30. So let's put strange fact over here. Okay, so strange fact is -3 times -10 is +30. And -3 minus 10 is what? Oh, somebody's having trouble joining our Google Meet. Oh, okay. Yeah, so when you're adding and subtracting, you get a negative. But when you're multiplying or dividing, you get a positive. So this is like down, down, more down. But with multiplying, there's just rules. So for multiplying and dividing, same sign, you get a positive sign. Opposite signs, you get a negative. And that's it. That's just the simple rules. Like that's it. But with adding and subtracting, the bigger number tells the sign. Okay, and I do expect when I look at your notes that I see the stuff on the right also. Okay, so make sure you write that stuff down. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, I think you're good for those. Okay, this section here is x minus 5 plus 8 equals 18. Okay, you can't split yet. I have to get this part alone before I split. So who's with me on this side that I need to get rid of before I split? Yes. So you're going to subtract 8 from both sides, and then it looks like the ones we did. So what do we do from there? We split. Okay, we split. So x minus 5, keep those. 10, negative 10. And then you solve them individually. Yep. Put or. Let me see what Matthew said. Use. You guys, where on your computers does it show our Google Meet thing? It shows the like a video camera. Is that how I would describe it to Matthew? Click on the video camera. On the upper right? Okay, that would be on the phone. And you're right. You would click on the video on banner. That's a good description. On the computer. It's under where it says class. Okay, that's on the computer, right? On the computer, it is under where it says class. Okay. And then on the phone and my tablet, it's like on the top right. On tablets and phones, it's on the top right. So we'll see if he gets in. Okay. Okay. We'll see if that helps, Matthew. Thank you, guys. There's a link below the class name. Okay, I'll type that too. That's on the computer. There's a link below the class name on the computer. That first one I made for you on the first day, it says that one expired. So if you go to that one, it says it expired. But if you go to the one that, it's almost like each one time it would make a new one. Like a code. Like today's code is F53DNSPRLE. Oh, that's a good idea. Restart app. Okay, okay. Okay, so let's see. And then we'd made a video, so this will help him too. Okay. Okay, let's do another example. We don't have too many examples on this section. Let's see. Did I assign any of those? Oh, I like that one, maybe number 1. Yeah, I don't really like that one. Okay, so let's do another one that looks like the quiz. Okay. So 2x plus 4 minus 3 equals 9. Okay, so you first need to get this alone before you do the split. Okay, I agree. And our terminology, like split, just helps us describe things in our own brains and then together as a class. Okay. I can't split yet. So we'll write a little note over here. Don't split until absolute value is the only thing on the left. Okay. I agree. Divide by 2. Okay. Then split. And type out the whole thing I'm supposed to write. Not just the right answers, but write the whole thing. Like this one in blue. Type that whole thing for me in the chat window, okay? Type that whole thing. But for the new one. Okay, so tell me everything I'm supposed to type in that row. Kind of the blue version of this problem. Okay, I'm turning off my camera for a second so I can finish eating it. Look, my mom made cream of wheat with blueberries. Okay, but write the whole row. So I agree. I agree. I think you hit the wrong button, Allie, but write the whole row. Okay. And you guys, everyone's going to do it. Okay. So let's have everyone write the whole row. Nathan, that might be the answer, but you're just too far. I need one step before that one. Okay, Stephanie and you're on. You guys are right, but I need the second one also. Manny, you forgot one symbol. Allie, didn't you already write the whole thing up above? Oh, okay. Okay, Gia and Hongze, you guys are good. So write the whole row though. Now that you know what both things are. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. You guys got the hang of it. And you know, some of you haven't been talking very much or haven't been chatting. So I'm thinking that I'm going too fast for some of you. So if you need help, make sure that you text me and I can help you if you're struggling. So this is true. -4 minus 4. It's kind of intimidating that some people are so speedy. And -10. And then put the word or in the middle. Okay. Cool. You guys did a good job. Okay. So we have 2 short examples left. And then I'm going to have you do your homework for this. Oh, let me see. Did I give you any review problems at the bottom? I did not. Okay. So we're almost done for this period. Okay. So example 7 is what if you have an absolute value and the right side has a negative? Okay. So let's put a little star here. Oops. Oh, sorry, you guys. I'll turn my camera back off. Okay. So this is nice. We have a class discussion with chats. You guys are so awesome with the chats. Hongze and Jia Chen, you're going to need to type more. Saif and Vivian, type a little more, but you guys are good. But definitely Hongze and Jia Chen, you guys have to answer more, okay? Okay. Okay, so what do you guys think? Andrew, tell me why you think it's impossible. Okay, so let's look at his explanation. He says that if the x was negative 10, so he said if the x is negative 10, and you put the negative in right there, you'd have absolute value of negative 10, which is what? 10. But you guys, it's supposed to be negative 10. How about if I put in x equals 10? What's absolute value of 10? 10. So you guys, how am I going to get this negative? What could I put in for x? What could I put right here for x that gives me negative 10? Yeah, but what number? So what number can I put where the blue is and get a negative 10 on the outside? Now, Andrew says if you had a negative on the outside, it would be okay, but that's not how the problem started. So absolute value of what number gives you negative 10? Okay, so we're going to write this message. Absolute values are never negative. So actually, Andrew was right on his first answer. He said impossible. So we call that. Minnie, come say hello to the students. No? Okay, she's licking my feet now. Okay, so absolute values don't equal negative, so the answer is no solution. Okay, so no solution is the answer, and this is the work. This right here, let's put a little bubble around it. You don't have to write that in the homework. So you go directly to this, and then this. So that's like a mystery one. So the formula only works if there is a positive on the right side. So it's kind of interesting. I'll show you another one. So say you have this plus 9 equals 2. It looks like a fine problem. How do you start? I can't split yet. So what do I do first? Okay. And that's what? Up 2, down 9. I go up 2 stairs and then I'm like, oh, now I have to turn around, and I go back down and then I'm down. And am I down in the end? There's more downs. 7. And then you can imagine you're just in like split mode, right? Let's put can't split because of this. So what you're going to write is you're going to write absolute values cannot be negative. That's your work. And your answer is no solution. So it's kind of an odd one. Okay, so we're out of here at 9:20. So that means you have 28 minutes to start this homework. So there's two homeworks for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the weekend, right? So it'd be nice if you could get them both done today and then you don't have homework on the weekend. Yeah, so I'm going to write it right here. Okay, so homework 4 is page 32. Right. So if you could do both of them today and you have no homework Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right? But I'm going to make homework 4 due today and homework 5 due tomorrow. Homework 5, I'm going to show you how to do during our second tutorial. Usually I would just teach it to you now, but I think it's nice to practice this after you do the notes, and then we'll start homework 5. We'll learn homework 5 and then practice homework 5. That's how I split it up for you, so it would make more sense. Okay, so you're going to start with these 11 through 20. But that's not a 1, that's an 11. Okay, start with 11 through 20, and then let me look at what the rest of the assignment is. Allie, you got to stop asking me that. You're making me want to add homework. Okay, we're not doing more homework. We're going to do what's on my calendar. Okay, the homework also had 55 on it, but I'm going to cross that one out. So you don't have to do that one. Yeah, this is actually called homework 4N. Okay. It's 4N because the N stands for 4 new. There's also a 4 review. Yeah, so no 51. Okay. We have a quiz on Monday, so homework 4R is a review for the quiz. Yeah, don't do them now. Well, I mean, unless you finish 4N. This is going to be today, and then homework 5 is going to be tomorrow. Hey, Greg, I am. Hold on a second. Hey, you guys get started, okay? I'm just going to talk to my brother for a second. Do you have to graph? No, don't graph. Don't graph. Yeah, you guys start the homework. I do have a question though. My brother wants to know is, are your other teachers doing live classes? And do you use Zoom? So is it live classes or video? And then is it Zoom or Google Meet? Okay, thank you. It's because he was asking about the app. You know, the Express chat counter app that I use. You're just asking about. Oh, it didn't turn off the present. Sorry. There you go. Can you see it? Saif, can you see it? Okay. There's some reason today it's my tablet is not showing on my screen in front of me. I just see the picture of myself. Nathan, I'm trying to figure out how our 5 day a week schedule changes from, because I don't even, I kind of see you 5 days a week, but I only really see you 3 days for lessons and 2 days for tutorial. So I'm trying to figure it all out. So that's why I haven't sent you a schedule. And you can't go ahead with the schedule anyway, because you have to do it using the method I teach you. Because I'm trying to teach you the Algebra 1 methods that match the Algebra 2 methods. So you don't need to learn one method for Algebra 1, and then when you get to Algebra 2, learn a different method. I'm trying to show you the method that works for both, because I might also be your Algebra 2 teacher. So I want to make sure that you don't have to learn two different ways. Okay, so you can't go ahead anyway if that's why you were wondering. Okay. You do, but I don't know if you'll have time to finish it in class or if you'll have to finish it after class. Page 26 is a review for the quiz. I separated them so you could know what's on the quiz. And again, if you guys ever want to like ask them how many questions I'm assigning, like in section 1.4, there's 67 questions. You know, so I'm not assigning that many. It just doesn't look like, 1 through 61 odd, which looks real short. Hey, you guys, stop fighting. Hey. Oh, I do want to see if anyone's still absent. So you guys, during the school year, usually I teach during first, and during third, we do the homework for first. But since we have 80-minute periods, we're doing notes and then the homework that matches it. And then we're going to do notes and the homework that matches it. So I'm trying to give you class time to start your homework. And you guys make sure you're not using Slater or Photomath and all that stuff. You need to be showing the work as I'm asking you to. Okay, and then I'm going to put a spot for these homeworks in Google Classroom. Okay. Due tonight by 9 p.m. Okay, you guys, my computer just ran out of batteries, so I'm still over here. Yes, I'm still on my tablet. Yeah, it's funny. I just already recorded the chat, so that's good. It's turning back on now. So you guys should be working on. You should be working on 4N. And when you finish that, you can do 4R. So for the next 5 minutes, if you guys have a question, you have to turn off your speaker to ask me. Because my computer went off, so I can't see your chats right now. I could see them, but then I have to go back into Google Meet on my tablet, and then you won't be able to see the assignment.
Do you mean microphone, not speaker?
I mean microphone, not speaker. Yes, Alex, you are absolutely correct. And make sure you're not sending your homework to someone else. You guys, I catch copiers all the time because I look at homeworks. So since I look at homeworks, I notice when people do things the same way.
What if we get all of them right and somebody else gets all of them right?
You know, you can
copy each other.
Yeah, it's funny because when somebody copies you, the thing is the person who, and you can tell who also did it and who copied it, because the person who's copying the homework they'll like think your 6 is a B. You know, because we don't all write super like perfect, is there's little things that people write, or they'll copy the same problem twice. So like for number 9 and number 10, they'll copy your 9 and your number 10. The people who do the copying, I don't know, they're not like smart thieves. I don't know how to describe it, but they don't really know what they're doing. So they copy yours almost like they're copying a foreign language. And so things look funny. So I often catch people. Okay. And yes, if you do it all right, it is harder to catch. But sometimes people, it's very funny that when people copy, they copy the shapes you make and not necessarily the numbers. It's weird. Now I'm telling you guys my secrets. I don't usually tell you. That's one of the things. Okay, let's turn this down